My name is Steven. I'm the founder of Dub.
I'm Mark, and I'm building Papermark.
I'm Thomas, one of the co-founders of the company behind LocalStack.
I'm Timo.
I'm Max,
and we are building open status.
Open source is core to Papermark.
Open source is really in our DNA, and we've been able to build a lot on open source.
The reason why we decided to make Dub open source, number one, transparency, second, security, and third is just a community. Like, people love open source products. They love talking about it. They love sharing about it. They love advocating for it.
When we started, we built in public, so it was a great way to share the process of what we built, what we learned.
We're learning from open source and we're sharing it back so that others can learn from it.
So before using Tinybird, we were actually putting together a very simple way of tracking time series analytics, and we quickly ran into scaling bottlenecks.
The challenges that we had early on that led us to use Tinybird were the data volume that we had to deal with and the engineering effort that went into building a scalable solution.
We wanted to show detailed page level analytics. We wanted to have like a really fast database, and ClickHouse just stood out.
Using an OLAP database was the way to go. But ultimately, with ClickHouse itself, there's also the complexity of managing it at scale.
We were confronted with a choice. So we could either go with something self-hosted or build something ourselves, or we could go with an existing data product.
We didn't know if it would get successful, and we didn't want to have any DevOps or care about infrastructure.
We wanted really great developer experience, but none of the headaches with scaling that infrastructure. And Tinybird was just there at the right place at the right time to fill that need.
When we evaluated Tinybird, we understood that it was built on a very strong open source foundation on ClickHouse, folks in the team working on ClickHouse and contributing back to open source. So that's a huge deal for us.
We chose Tinybird from the beginning because we didn't want to be woken up during the night because of ClickHouse cluster getting on fire.
What Tinybird gave us was the ability to ingest large amounts of data that would have been very difficult for us with our very small engineering team.
It's the perfect mix of great developer experience that makes us ship features fast while keeping the DevOps and scaling headaches to a minimum.
When we launch open status, setting up a ClickHouse cluster would take time. Going to the Tinybird website, just in 2 minutes, we were able to ingest some rows. We were able to ingest a lot of data without scaling issue.
When it comes to DevOps, that's really not something that you want to invest a lot into as a small startup. You much rather rely on a reputable platform to help you scale that side of things. Right now, we're doing about 150 million events every month, and that number just keeps increasing. I'm really glad we have Tinybird in our corner to help us really nail the scaling problem here.
Support is great from Tinybird because at the beginning we had some issues and we just got great support.
Choosing Tinybird since the early days has been probably the best decision we could have done for our company.
It's kind of like the best of both worlds, where you still get the incredible like APIs and experience that you get from Tinybird, all while being able to run it locally.
I think being able to get the best of both worlds here really helped us make a decision on why Tinybird is the right choice. You get the scale of a hosted managed solution, plus also the flexibility of being able to self-host it. So that's the best of both worlds.
We evaluate software carefully before we use it. I understand the skepticism that open source founders may have when it comes to closed source tools, but I really want to encourage folks to focus on the mission. Open source is about the freedom of choice. Sometimes the best choice for your community is to leverage something that a closed source tool delivers, and it enables you to keep up your open source offering and keep it sustainable.